Hello there, YouTubers. Jordan Blakey, the Liver Flush Man. Today, going to talk to you about why you shouldn't get your gallbladder removed. Why you should not get gallbladder surgery, the removal of your gallbladder. And there's a number of reasons why. I'm going to go through them so you have more knowledge of what the gallbladder is used for, why you can live without a gallbladder, but why it's not necessarily the best way to go, and why you and how you could naturally get rid of the gallstones and problems with your liver, depending on, your gallbladder, depending on what state it's in and stuff. But let's just go over the basics here. Alright, so first of all, the liver, the gallbladder's main function is to store and concentrate bile. If you don't know what bile is, I'll go through bile and what it's used for in the body. Okay, so the liver produces the bile. Bile is a green alkaline substance of a pH of 9.5. Okay, so the bile is produced, and then it's it's a 9.5 alkalinity once it goes to the gallbladder. The liver produces it, it goes to the gallbladder, and the gallbladder stores and concentrates it up to 10 times its strength. So that highly alkalizes it. And if you know about alkalinity of the body, the whole thing is an alkaline body. Cancer cells can't grow in an alkaline environment. They can't spread, they can't grow as fast. So alkaline foods are raw foods, alright, all raw foods, and stay away from the processed and white refined sugar and all the preservatives and stuff like that. And so, but let's go back to this. The liver creates the bile, then the gallbladder stores and concentrates it. And the bile is used for a number of things in the body. One, bile is the main and pretty much the only way that fats and cholesterols, all lipids, can leave the body. So if you're overweight, obese people, the whole thing is it's connected to the bile flow of the body. There's not much bile, and that's usually due to the liver stones and the gallstones, which is way more common than people realize. And the average person by the age of 20 already has a lot of stones from the diet we eat in today's world and the things that we constantly consume. The body can't manage it and can't get rid of it, stores it in the stones. So so because the gallbladder stores and concentrates it, what happens, I've explained this before, is that when the stomach when you eat food, the hydrochloric acid of the stomach is very acidic. Alright, so a neutral pH is 7. Anything above 7 is alkaline, anything below 7 is acidic. So the hydrochloric acid of the stomach is very acidic, and that helps to break down the food before it goes into the digestive system, the small and the large intestines. So once that food leaves the stomach, it's broken down enough, goes into the small intestines, that's when the gallbladder contracts and secretes the bile, a highly alkaline, to balance the acid-alkaline pH balance of the digestive system going through the intestines, to allow for one, a strong immune system, because over 80% of the immune system is located in the intestines. So the fact that that you have that bile to balance the acidicness of the hydrochloric acid allows for that healthy immune system with the pH balance of the intestinal tract. As well, that same pH balance, which is you're only getting it from that bile produced, it also allows for the perfect pH balance and environment for the proper absorption of vitamins, nutrients, and minerals, antioxidants, enzymes, and lifeforce in the foods you eat, to be absorbed into the intestines to go to your various organs, your brain, your heart, your eyes, and all the cells of your body. All that food and nutrients is absorbed much better through the proper pH balance, which is connected to the bile of the liver, but yet even more so the gallbladder, which is, because let's put it this way, if that's the case, and all that is what creates a healthy immune system, which allows for the absorption of vitamins and minerals, as soon as you get your gallbladder taken out, you can live still, you're not going to die. But this is what happens, is that the liver produces that bile, it goes through and it wants to get stored in the gallbladder, like the gallbladder's function. Well, now that the gallbladder's gone, what happens is that bile is just always leaking small amounts of bile into the small intestines, which can cause a highly alkaline. That alkaline with no hydrochloric acid can cause burning of the intestines. This can cause autoimmune disorders. This can cause diarrhea. It can also cause constipation. It can cause skin disorders, because the digestive system and intestinal tract is also very connected to the health of our skin. It can cause a number of those kind of problems, different autoimmune disorders, so you think of it as that, you know. And then when you do eat food, what happens is that hydrochloric acid of the stomach, you know, goes into the intestines, and then that's very, very acidic, and that bile is not coming in to balance that pH. So then again, you're burning your intestines with too much acid. So you're burning it with too much alkalinity. Then you're burning it with too much acids from the hydrochloric acid. Then the bile is, you know, only being produced by the liver, not stored and concentrated. So only little bits go in there, but it's always a little bit all the time, like a tap that's always on, just dripping a little bit. So it can create all kinds of problems, you know, like some that I mentioned there. And so, you know, what can you do about that? If, you know, you're considering getting gallbladder surgery, getting it removed, well, all the people I've talked to, you know, that got it removed, really, they wish they wouldn't have, and they didn't learn about the liver and gallbladder flush till after. So if you know about this, you know, the whole root cause of the lack of bile flow in all people is really very much, the root cause comes back to the liver stones and the gallbladder stones, because those stones being congested in the liver is is not allowing the bile to flow through the liver. It's congesting the liver, making it larger, inflamed, leading to fatty liver disease, which leads to fibrosis and cirrhosis, the progressive liver disease stages. Now, if you do have gallbladder stones, let's say, and they show up on the ultrasound because they become calcified, and like I've told other people in other videos, if they're not showing up on the ultrasound, you still may have a liver or gallbladder full of stones. They're just not calcified, all right? And they're still damaging, and they will become calcified if you don't get rid of them. It usually can take quite a few years for it to build up. But so with the liver and the gallbladder, these stones that are produced from unhealthy eating, and you know, all fatty fried foods, deep fried foods, you know, junk food, preservatives, all the stuff out there in today's world that's not really real food, and it's not giving your body nutrients. It's satisfying that craving that you ate and you feel full, but you're deprived of nutrients, and your body's becoming acidic. There's lots of candida growing in there, so all that kind of stuff, you know, comes back to these stones. Basically are not allowing the liver to produce and have a bile flow. And if you have the gallbladder stones as well, then that means that your gallbladder doesn't have the room in there to store the bile anymore and concentrate it. The stones are in the way and blocking it, so it can't excrete much out, and it's not working. So they'll say, you know, it's not working, so you get it out. But you know, the thing is, if you get rid of those stones in the liver and gallbladder, then, you know, then these things can be working again. Because you think about it, you look at nature. If your sink clogs up with stuff, all it takes is for you to clean that stuff out, and now your sink works again. So it's the same thing. You can fix the problem. It could take a number of liver and gallbladder flushes to get, you know, to make a noticeable improvement, you know, because there's a lot of stones in there. And if your gallbladder is shot and, you know, it's got stones, the chances are very high that your liver also has stones, and that because, you know, the liver will typically form the stones, and then they'll also get dumped into the gallbladder, because, you know, that's the way of the body. It goes through the liver, then the gallbladder, and then the intestines. So basically a lot of these the stones are formed in the liver and then dumped through the bile ducts into the gallbladder. As well, stones can be made in the gallbladder, but the chances are if your gallbladder has stones, so does your liver, and probably a lot of them as well. So what can you do about all this? Well, you know, the one approach is to get the surgery, get it removed, and I don't really suggest that unless you have to. But if there's a way to clear this out, your gallbladder was there for a reason. It serves functions, and they are important. That maintains the health of your immune system and your digestive system for absorbing vitamins, minerals, and nutrients is what keeps our bodies healthy as well. So the gallbladder, and then if you do get it out, you're looking at possible autoimmune disorders which are connected to your intestinal tract. You could be, you know, eventually even looking at worse things like intestinal cancer, like colon cancer, things like that. And so, if you do have your gallbladder already removed, then things I suggest for that are eating smaller amounts of food at a time and eating better, higher quality raw foods, because it's all getting backed up in there and stuff. So you want to eat less, you want to eat higher quality, and that way the bile that is being produced can also you could even supplement maybe some other things like digestive enzymes to help break down the food. Include more fermented foods like kombucha drink, Rejuvelac, sauerkraut, kimchi, fermented foods to help in the digestive process and keep that intestinals with friendly, healthy bacteria and keeping the unfriendly candida away. Also doing like enemas will help keep the intestinal clean. So things like that you can do if you already have your gallbladder out. If you don't already have it out and you're contemplating, should I get the surgery? Oh, I've heard of the liver gallbladder flush, will that work? Well, the end result, if you get those stones out, then there's a good chance that bile flow in your body is going to start increasing, and a lot of the things, the side effects and symptoms you're experiencing will subside as you do more and more liver and gallbladder flushes, which it will be a process, because you think of how long it took your body, years and years of the way you were eating and the lifestyle and the things you put into it to create those stone stuff. Well, there is no easy just take a pill and it's fixed, because the work that went into creating that, it takes work to get back out of it and get back in healthy. So if you want to learn more about the liver and gallbladder flush, then if you want to do the alternative and keep your gallbladder, which I highly recommend, then I really suggest to watch my advanced liver and gallbladder flush protocol recipe. I will flash that. That is really one of my best videos on all the details of how to properly prepare for the liver and gallbladder flush, all the drinks you want to use, and the foods you want to eat, and recipes and stuff like that. That is an amazing master video that you're getting all the information in one easy, simple, watch the video and listen and learn. Watch it a couple times if you have to. It's a 30-minute video, and check it out there. It's at the top right of the screen, and basically that will give you a good introduction as to liver and gallbladder flushing. Alright. Also, if you've been worried, you're thinking, oh yeah, I've heard about that, but what about the people that get the stone stuck in their bile ducts? Or there's risks in life everywhere in life. Yeah, you walk across the street, you could get hit by a car. You're driving down the highway, a full big semi truck the guy could pass out, or something, and run right into. I mean, there's so many risks in life. Well, it's the same with the liver and gallbladder flush. There are risks, like I'm saying, everywhere in life, but the chances of the stones getting stuck are so small and slim because of the safety precautions of preparing properly and taking the niacin B3 and the Epsom salts, which I go over in the video, and how that dilates the bile ducts so they can pass. If you are worried about that, I made a special video for you guys, what to do if a liver or a gallbladder stone gets stuck in the bile ducts. That video will be flashed at the top right of the screen again right now, and that'll tell you everything you can possibly do to get the liver or gallstone unstuck out of your bile ducts. But in all honesty, you know, it's 1 in thousands of people that actually even get one stuck. And those people that do, the body has its own way of working things out. You may experience pain for a day. Even some people I've talked to has been weeks, and it wasn't even from the liver gallbladder flush, is because they had pancreatitis, which means the liver is producing too many stones all the time, and they got way too many stones. Then they're getting stuck in the bile ducts, and even very large ones. So there's ways to help dissolve the stones a little bit through certain drinks. I got videos on that. You can just do a YouTube search, or just go to my channel and look through all the titles of my videos and find ones that you find interesting. At this point today, there's 167 videos, so there's a lot of videos. They're all very connected to liver cleansing, the liver flush recipe, all raw food recipes and raw soups, salads and dressings, even a couple like manna bread sandwiches, all kinds of amazing recipes. So just go to my channel, look up things, and check it out. But I really highly recommend that you do the work and get the stones out and keep your gallbladder and let it serve its function that it was used for, and you live a happier, healthier life with less problems in the digestive system, autoimmune disorders, skin, and constipation, diarrhea, all this kind of stuff. You can avoid it. It will be work, and you will have to work at it, but it's worth it. In the end, you're going to be happier, healthier, and live longer. Thanks for watching. I'm Jordan Blakey, the Liver Flush Man.